profit is 25%, then what is the value of X? Okay. So for solving the question number 1, what we can do is let cost price of one article is 4 rupees. Why I am going for 4 is the profit percentage is given as 25%. So if the cost price is 4 rupees, then calculating 25% is so easy. 25% of any number will be 1/4 of the number. That's why I assume the cost price is 4 rupees. Okay, 1 second. Okay. So let cost price of the article is 4 rupees. Then selling price of one article will be cost price plus 25% of cost price. So cost price is 4 rupees. So that will be 4 plus 25% of 4 is 1. That is equal to 5 rupees. Okay. So this you can do in a fraction second. No need to write anything to get this much. So cost price of one article is 4 rupees and the selling price is 25% more than the cost price, which is 5 rupees. Right. Now, it is given in the question that cost price of that statement is the important thing. Cost price of 20 articles is the same as selling price of X articles. That is what is given. So the cost price of 20 articles is the selling price of X articles. Okay. Now, what is the cost price of 20 articles? Cost price of one article is 4 rupees. Okay. So cost price of 20 equals selling price of X. We need to get the value of X. Okay. Cost price of 1 is 4 rupees. So cost price of 20 will be 4 into 20 equals selling price of 1 is 5 into selling price of X will be 5 into X. Selling price of one article is 5 rupees and selling price of X articles will be 5X. 5 and 20 goes off. I'll get 4 here. So X equals 4 4s are 16. That is the answer to first question. Okay. Now we'll think of doing the second question. In a certain store, profit is 320% of the cost. If the cost increases by 20%, increases by 25%, but the selling price remains constant. Approximately what percent of the selling price is the approximately? Okay. Now, if you look at these questions, out of the total 50 questions in quant reasoning, some 4 or 5 questions can be very tough. You need to leave those questions. But this question is not a tougher one. This is an easier one. So we can easily do this question also. Okay. So in a certain store, the profit is 320% of the cost. Okay. Just assume the cost price. Let the cost price of the article is 100 rupees. Now the profit will be 320% of the cost. So 320 by 100 into cost is 100. So that will be 320 rupees. Now the selling price will be cost price plus profit. Selling price will be cost price plus profit. Cost price is 100 rupees and profit is 320 rupees. So selling price will be 100 plus 320, that is 420 rupees. So that is the initial situation. Now it is given that the cost price increases by 25%. Cost price increases by 25%. There is a 25% increase in the cost price. The original cost price is 100 rupees, which can increase by 25% becomes 125 rupees. And the selling price remains the same. The new selling price is exactly equal to the original selling price, that is 420 rupees. Now, approximately what percent of the selling price is the profit? Now, how much is the profit? New selling price minus new profit will be new selling price minus new cost price. That is 420 minus 125. Okay, no need to spend time to do that calculation. 420 minus 125 can be split into 420 minus 120 minus 5. 420 minus 120 is 300 minus 5 is 295. So profit is 295. Okay, now we need to find out approximately what percent of selling price. So what percentage of selling price, which is 420, is profit? Profit is 295. What percent of 420 is 295? So whenever the word off is there, of means the number comes immediately after of has to go to the denominator. Okay, so the number comes immediately after of is 420. 420 goes to the denominator and 295 is there in the numerator. 295 by 420 into 100. Okay, so which is approximately 70%. Will be 2950 by 42. So that will be approximately 70%, which is the answer. Hope it is clear to all. Next one. Next question. So that is a very, very, very interesting question. We may think that that's a tough question. Actually, if A is X% of Y and B is Y% of X, which of the following is true? That's a very basic concept on percentage, that X% of Y always will be equal to Y% of X. X% of Y and Y% of X always will be the same. Why? Because the meaning of X% of Y and Y% of X are exactly the same in all the cases. Why? Because X% of Y means X by 100 into Y. That is X into Y by 100. And Y% of X will be Y by 100 into X. That also will be X into Y by 100. Y into X by 100 will be equal to X into Y by 100. Okay. So both these are same. X% of Y always will be equal to Y% of X. So if you know that concept, then we'll get the answer in a second. That means right hand side for both the equations are the same. That means the left hand side should be same. That means A should be equal to B. So the answer could be none of this. First option is A is smaller than B, which is not right. A is greater than B, which is not right. If X is smaller than, so irrespective of the value of X and Y, X% of Y always will be equal to Y% of X. So answer here will be none of this. There can be a slight resistance to go for none of this. We may think that the answer could be either A, B, or D. Okay, but sometimes think that none of this also can be the answer. None of this can be the answer, cannot be determined, can be an answer. Okay, all these options are made for some purpose. Okay, so here the answer is none of this. Next question. 20% of A equals B. Then B% of 20 is same as. Okay, so the next question is 20% of A equals B. That means, one second, 20 by 100 into A equals B. 20 by 100 is 1 by 5. So that gives it A by 5 equals B, or A equals 5B. Okay, this is the information that we will get from the first equation. 20% of A equals B. So we can think of taking A and B as, let B is 1, then A will be 5B, that is 5. This is the easiest way to do the question. First, get a relation between A and B. 20% of A equals B. Get a relation between A and B. It is given like, it is obtained like A equals 5B. So from that equation, A equals 5B is our equation. From that equation, I just assume B is 1. So then A will be 5B, 5 dot 5. Okay, then B% of 20. B% of 20. Here B is 1. That will be 1% of 20. 1% of 20 is how much? 20 by 100. 1 by 100 into 20. 1 by 100 into 20. That is equal to 0.2. Keep it there. Now we need to think of options. Take option A. Option A, 4% of A. So I should get 4% of A should be equal to, if that is correct. If option A is correct, then 4% of A should be equal to 0.2. If 4% of A is giving me a different value, then it could be the next option. Okay, so I'm thinking of first option, 4% of A. 4% of A will be 4% of A. How much is the value of A? 5. 4 by 100 into 5. So 4 into 5, 20 by 100. That is equal to 0.2 again. So 4% of A I am getting as 0.2. So the answer will be option A. In such questions, if the question is slightly on the difficult side, then the options will be framed in such a manner to get the answer first. So think of using the options also. Think of using the options also for solving some questions. Please think that there is no point or there is no weightage for the steps. The person who is getting the answer first will be able to do more questions than the other people. Okay. So always think of solving the question faster than anyone else. The third question. No, next question. Seats of mathematics, physics, and biology in a school are in the ratio 5:7. There's a proposal to increase these seats by 40%, 50%, and 75% respectively. What will be the ratio of the increased seats? Okay, so 5, 7, and 8. Maths, physics, and biology. Maths, physics, and biology. The ratio is 5:7. Assume a convenient number in the same ratio. Let the number of maths is 50, physics is 70, and biology is 80. Okay, so these are the number of seats, which conforms to the ratio given 5:7. Okay, any number can be assumed. Should be convenient. So I went for 5, 7, 8 also is okay. But for making it convenient, I am going for 50, 70, and 80. So that is the actual number of seats. Actual number of seats. Now the new number of seats. New number of seats. What happened to the math seats? Math seats increased by 40%. So increment in math seats will be 40% of 50. That will be 20. 50 plus 20, 70 will be the new number of math seats. Physics seats increased by 50%. 50% of any number will be half the number. So 70 plus 35, 105. And biology seats increases by 75%. We know 75% of any number will be 3/4 of the number. 75% of any number will be 3/4 of the number. So 3/4 of 80 is 60. So 80 plus 60, 140. Now these are the new seats, and each number is divisible by 35. 70 by 35, 2, 105, 105 by 35, 3, and 145 by 35, 4. So the new number of seats of maths, physics, and biology are in the ratio 2:3:4. Okay, so we'll move on to the next question. Salaries of Ravi and Sumit are in the ratio 2:3. If the salary of each is increased by 4,000, the new ratio becomes 40:57. What is Sumit's new salary? So there is a correction in the question. Question has to be corrected to what is Sumit's new salary? Sumit's salary means has to be the original salary. Okay. For there is no option confirming to the original salary. So we need to think of Sumit's new salary. Salaries of Ravi and Sumit are in the ratio 2:3. So we have two people, Ravi and Sumit. Ravi and Sumit. Let the original salaries are 2x and 3x. The salaries of those two people are in the ratio 2:3. So let the original salary of them are 2:3. Now the new salary is 2x plus 4,000. Why? It is given that salary of each is increased by 4,000. So the original salary will get increased by 4,000. So new salary will be 2x plus 4,000, and that of Sumit also increases by 4,000. That will be 3x plus 4,000. Now it is given in the question that the increased salaries are in the ratio 40:57. That is equal to 40:57. Now this forms a proportion. All of you might be knowing what is proportion. Proportion actually is an equation of two different ratios. Something like given like A:B equals C:D. Then that is called a proportion. Here the A and B are called extreme elements, and B and C are called means. In any proportion, there is a property which is product of extremes equals product of means. Product of extremes equals product of means. Here the extreme elements are 2x plus 4,057, whereas the means are 3x plus 4,040. So I'll get product of extremes equals product of means. Applying that, I'll get, okay, please minimize your paperwork while you are doing the question, but I'll write some steps which is not at all needed to answer the questions. So 57 into 2x plus 4000. 57 into 2x, that will be 114x plus 57 into 4000. 228 000 equals 40 into 3x. 120x plus 40 into 4000. 40 into 4 is 16. After that, 4 zeros, 1,60,000. Okay, from which I'll get taking terms containing x to one side of the equation and send the other terms to the other side. So I'll have to transfer 114x to the right hand side and 1,60,000 to the left hand side. I'll get 120x minus 114x, which is 6x equals 228 minus 1,16,000. 228,000 minus 1,60,000. That will be 68,000. 68,000 is 6x, from which 3x equals half of that, 34,000. 3x is 34,000. So 34,000 is the original salary of Sumit. I got 6x equals 68,000. So 3x will be 34,000. 34,000 is the original salary of Sumit. As per the question, we need to find out the original salary. As per the question, we need to find out the original salary. Why? Because what is Sumit's salary? Sumit's salary has to be Sumit's original salary. But there's no option like 34,000 among the options. So it could be, the question could be, what is Sumit's new salary? So new salary is 34,000 plus 4,000. 34,000 plus 4,000. So it could be 38,000. Sumit's new salary is 38,000. Hope it is clear. We're going to the next question. That's a very simple question. If you consider the question in the same way, just read the question, fine, tell me the answer. That's it. No need to write anything, but I'll write something to explain this question to the students. In a mixture of 60 liters, ratio of milk and water is 2:1. So it is like milk plus water is 60 liters and the ratio of milk and water is 2:1. Okay, so sum of two quantities is given and the ratio of those two quantities is given. So there is an easy way to get the value of each of them. Then milk will be, quantity of milk will be sum of milk and water. Total quantity is 60 into number corresponding to milk in the ratio 2 divided by sum of all the numbers in the ratio 2 plus 1. That is a shortcut to get the value of each variable when sum of variables and ratio of the same variables is given. So 60 by 3, 20 into 2, 40 liters. And water is 60 into the number corresponds to water in the ratio of 1 divided by sum of all the numbers in the ratio. That is equal to 20 liters. So 60 liter solution is there. 60 liter mixture is there, in which ratio of milk and water is 2:1. Then I'll get milk, quantity of milk is 40 liters and that of water is 20 liters. So think of milk and water 40 and 20. Now we need to supply few more liter of water so that the ratio becomes 1:2. So I need to add x liters of water also. So the new quantity of milk and water will be, milk will remain as 40 itself. Why? Because I'm adding only water. So milk won't get any increment, whereas water is increased by x liters. So new amount of water will be 20 plus x. And this should be in the ratio. This should be in the ratio 1:2. 1:2. So 2 into 40, 80 equals 20 plus x, or x equals 60 liters, which is the answer. Option D. Answer is option D. Option D is the answer to the question. Hope it is clear. And we can solve this question without writing anything. So ratio of milk and water is 2:1. So 2 part is milk and 1 part is water. Total 3 parts are. 3 parts is 60 liters. So milk and water. Milk is 40 and water is 20 liters. I'll get that in 1 second. Then after adding some water, ratio of milk and water is 1:2. The milk remains the same as 40 liters and milk and water is 1:2 means the quantity of water should be double that of milk. So it should be 80 liters. For that to happen, we may have to add 60 liters of water. That is the answer. So it's a question that can be answered even before you open the pen, right? Next question. There was a 60% increase in an amount in 6 years. Simple interest, what will be the compound interest for 12,000 after 3 years at the same rate? Okay. Now, for solving that question, this is convenient if you assume the principal amount. Let P equals 100 rupees. Principal amount is 100 rupees. The amount after 6 years means the principal amount increases by 60%. 100 plus 60% of 100, which will be equal to 160. So amount after 6 years will be 160. So the simple interest obtained in 6 years will be the amount minus principal amount, which will be 160 minus 100, which will be 60 rupees. 60 rupees is the interest. Now I should get the rate. I know for 100 rupee, if the rate is 10%, in every year I'll get 10%. So I'll get 60%. Like that, I'll get the answer. 60% is obtained in 6 years means in 1 year 60 by 10%. That is a shortcut to do the question. Every year simple interest remains the same. The total simple interest accumulated in 6 years is 60%. That means in each year has to be 10%. Those who doesn't know the concept can solve the question like this. So simple interest in 6 years is 60 rupees. Now I can apply the formula I equals PNR by 100. You might have seen PTR by 100 also. N means time period. PNR by 100. Here I is 60. Principal amount is 100. Number of years is 6. And R has to be calculated by 100. 100 and 100 goes. I'll get R equals 10%. R equals 10%. For bypassing this, we can use the, okay, no need to write all these things to get the rate. So in 6 years, I'll get 60%. In 6 years, I'll get 60% simple interest. If it is simple interest, every year the simple interest I am getting will be same. Simple interest in 6 years is 60% of P. So simple interest in 1 year will be 60% of P by 6. That will be 10% of P. So we'll get the answer without without writing anything. Now we need to find out what the compound interest of 12,000 rupees after 3 years for the same rate. We need to find the compound interest. There also we can have the shortcut. Shortcut is there. I'll explain that after giving you the normal method. In case of compound interest, the formula is A equals P into 1 plus R by 100 the whole raised to N, where P is the principal amount, R is the rate of interest in percentage, and N is the number of years. Here we have calculated R equals 10%. Now, in compound interest also, the interest is the same. The rate of interest is the same, which is given in the question, at the same rate. So the rate of compound interest also is 10%. So using this formula, we are not getting the interest. Listen that we are not getting the interest. We are getting the final amount from which P has to be deducted to get the interest. Okay. So doing like that, A equals P. How much is P? We can go for P is 12,000 rupees. 12,000 into 1 plus R is 10 by 100. The whole raised to number of years is 3. 3 years. P is 12,000 and number of years is 3. So that will be 12,000 into 1.1 the whole cube. That will be 12,000 into 11 cube is 1,331. So 1.1 the whole cube is 1.331. So we need to do that calculation. It will be 1331 into 12. Well, 1331 into 12. So that will be the easy way to multiply will be 1331 into 10. 13310 and 1331 into 2. 2662. Okay, for instead of multiplying with 12, I am multiplying that with 10, then adding into 2. 1331 into 12 can be taken like 1331 into 10 plus 2. So 1331 into 10 is 13310. 1331 into 2 is 2662. Then add that. 2, 7, 9, 5, 1. 15972. So the final amount is 15972. And we know the principal amount is how much? P is 12,000. So the amount is 15972 and the principal amount is 12,000. Amount minus principal is 3972. That will be the answer. So option C will be the answer to the question. Now, after calculating the rate, there is another way to get the answer. So we know in case of simple interest, the interest obtained in each year, in case of compound interest, interest obtained in each year will be more than that of the previous year by R percentage, where R is the rate of interest. Okay, so here we have principal amount and interest. First year, second year, and the third year. First year principal amount is how much? 12,000. So the interest in the first year will be, rate we calculated. Rate is 10%. Rate is 10%. So first interest in the first year will be 10% of 12,000. That is 1,200. And the interest in the second year will be R percentage. Here R is 10%. Interest in the second year will be 10% more than interest in the first year. So 1,200 plus 10% of 1,200. 10 by 100 into 1,200. So we know for calculating 10% of any number, we need to divide the number by 10. So 10% of 1,200 is 120. 1,200 plus 120. 1,320. That is the interest in the compound interest in the second year. And compound interest in the third year will be compound interest in the second year plus 10% of compound interest in the second year. Compound interest in the second year is 1,320 plus 10% of that will be 132. 1,320 plus 132 is 1,452. 1,452. On adding the three, this is a compound interest in the first year. This is a compound interest only in the second year alone. This is a compound interest in the third year alone. So just adding the three, I'll get the total compound interest. That is enough. No need to have that particular multiplication there. So how much is there? 2, 7, 4 plus 3, 7 plus 2, 9, 3. 3972 is the answer. 1,200 plus 1,320 plus 1,452. We can solve this question like that also. So we can adopt using formula method. That may take some time to do the calculation, but if you can go for this method, then it's very simple. Very simple, like first calculate the rate. Rate was 10%. After getting rate, there is nothing in it. Okay, how it is happening is, once you get the rate is 10%. Then compound interest for 12,000 for after 3 years at the same 10%. So compound interest in the first year will be 10% of 12,000. That will be 12,000 by 10, 1,200. Compound interest in the second year will be 1,200 plus 10% of that, 120. That will be 1,320. Compound interest in the third year will be, compound interest in the second year, 1,320 plus 132. 10% of that, 132. That will be 1,452. And compound interest in the first year is 1,200. Second year 1,320. Just add these three numbers. That will be 3,972. That will give the answer. So this is also a question that can be solved without much calculation, right? Hope it is clear. Next question. Sum of ages of 5 children born at the intervals of 3 years each is 50 years. What is the age of the youngest child? This is a absolute sitter. Means the easiest question you can expect in any competitive exam. So you'll get out of the say 29, 30 questions in quant, out of a few questions in quant, we'll get 5 or 6 sitters like this. Sitter means a catch in cricket that can be taken by sitting somewhere. It is just coming into the hands of a person, hands of the fielder, like that. So this is a sitter in that sense. Okay. So sum of ages of 5 children born at the intervals of 3 years is 50 years. Sum of ages of 5 children is 50 years, and those children are born at the intervals of 50 years. Now let the age of the youngest child. We need to get the age of the youngest child. So let age of youngest child is X years. Then since the children are born at intervals of 3 years, the next child will have an age. Youngest is X. Next child's age will be X plus 3. Next one, X plus 6. Next one, X plus 9. And the next one, fifth one, X plus 12. There are 5 children born at intervals of 3 years. Okay, the youngest, the next one was born 3 years prior to the youngest one. And the next one, plus 3. X plus 3 plus 3, X plus 6. Then X plus 9 and X plus 12. This is given us sum of ages of 5 children born at the intervals of 3 years. Each is 50 years. This is given us 50 years. So adding the 5 numbers, I'll get 5x plus 3 plus 6, 9 plus 9, 18 plus 12, 30. 5x plus 30 equals 50. That gives 5x equals 20 or x equals 4 years. And since we have taken the age of the youngest is as x years, x we obtained as 4 years. That is the age of the youngest one. Then what is the age of the eldest one? Which is not there in the question. What is the age of the eldest one? Age of the eldest one, x plus 12. X is 4. So the eldest one is having an age of 4 plus 12, 16 years. Okay. And we'll get the age of any of the 5 children now. Hope we can move on to the next question now. Next question. An accurate clock shows 8 o'clock in the morning. Through how many degrees will the hour hand rotate when the clock shows 2 o'clock in the afternoon? And we might be knowing the fact that in 1 hour, the hour hand, hour needle or hour hand turns half degree during one minute. In 1 minute, not 1 hour, 1 minute. In 1 minute, the hour needle turns half a degree in 1 minute time. In 1 minute time, the hour needle turns half a degree. Minute needle turns 6 degree, and the second needle turns 360 degree. Those who doesn't know this, just by heard this. In 1 minute, the hour needle turns half degree, minute needle turns 6 degree, second needle turns 360 degree. So we need to think of only the hour needle in this question. So just take that only. Hour needle turns half degree in 1 minute. In 1 minute, it turns half degree. So in 60 minutes, 60 minutes means 1 hour. 1 hour is 60 minutes. In 60 minutes, it turns 60 into half. That much degree, that is 30 degree. So the hour needle in 1 hour turns 30 degree. In 1 hour, the hour needle turns 30 degree. Now we'll think of the time. 8 o'clock in the morning. 8 o'clock in the morning to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So what is the total duration from 8 o'clock in the morning to 2 o'clock in the afternoon? How many hours is there? 8 plus 4 hours. 8 o'clock in the morning plus 4 hours is 12 noon. plus 2 more hours. So total 6 hours. The duration is 6 hours. So in 1 hour, the hour needle turns 30 degree. So how much it can turn in 6 hours? In 6 hours, it turns 6 into 30. That is equal to 180 degree. So what is the option? Option D is the answer to the question. Now we are moving to the next question. Which is, next question is, wait a second, 1 minute. Please excuse me. Okay, so the average weight of 8 persons increases by 2.5 kilogram when a new person comes in place of one of them weighing 65 kilogram. What might be the weight of the new person? Okay, so the 8 people will get an increment of 2.5 kilogram. 8 people will get increment of 2.5 kilogram when a new person comes, replacing a person whose weight is 65 kilogram. A person whose weight is 65 kilogram is replaced with a new person. As a result, the 8 people will get an increment of 2.5 kilogram on average. So what is the total change in weight due to the replacement? Due to the substitution, actually. Substitution. When the 65 kilogram weighing person is substituted with a new person, the average of 8 people increases by 2.5 kilogram. So that will be 8 into 2.5. 8 into 2.5 is how much? One second. 8 into 2.5 is 20 kilogram. So the total change in weight due to the substitution is 20 kilogram more. Weight increase, right? It is 20 kilogram more. So the person who got replaced having a weight of 65 kilogram. So the new person's weight should be 20 more than 65. 65 plus 20, which is equal to 85 kilogram. That is the easiest way to solve the question. 8 people got an increment of 2.5 kilogram. So the total change in weight will be 8 into 2.5, 20 kilogram, which is more. As the weight increases, it should be more. And the weight of the person who is leaving the group is 65 kilogram. So the person who is coming into the group should be 20 more than the person whom he replaces. So 65 plus 20, that will be 85 kilogram. So here the answer is option C. Option C is the answer. Hope we can move on to the next question. The present ages of Samir and Anand are in the ratio 5:4 respectively. 3 years hence, the ratio of their ages will become 11:9. What is the Anand's present age? So we have 2 people, Samir and Anand. Let their present ages are 5x and 4x. Why? Because it is given that the present ages of those 2 people, in the ratio 5:4. So let the present ages of Samir and Anand is 5x and 4x. Now, after 3 years, 3 years hence means after 3 years. 3 years hence means after 3 years. After 3 years, what will be the ages of those 2 people? Every person will get an increment of 3 years. So the age of Samir will be 5x plus 3, and that of Anand will be 4x plus 3. Now the new ages are in the ratio 11:9. 11:9. Okay. So cross multiplying this for this question also we have a shortcut which is using the options. We'll come to that. and cross multiplying or using the property product of extremes equals product of means. These are the two extremes. Product of extremes equals, so I'm sorry. Product of extremes equals, these are the two extremes and these are the two means. Product of extremes equals product of means. I'll get 9 into 5x plus 3. So 45x plus 27 equals 11 into 4x. 44x plus 33. I'll get 45x minus 44x. X equals 33 minus 27, 6. X equals 6. Now, what is Anand's percentage? That is a question that we need to answer. Percentage of Anand, which is, how much is the percentage of Anand? Percentage of Anand is 4x, yes. So x is 6. So 4x should be 24. So the option A will be the answer to the question. This is the normal way of answering the question. Now we can solve this question in a different way. Solve this question without writing anything also if you are using the option. If you are using options, no need to write anything. So we have Samir, Anand. Their ages in the ratio 5:4. That means the age of Samir should be a multiple of 5 and that of Anand should be a multiple of 4. So among the options, pick the multiples of 4. Pick the multiples of 4. Only 24, 40 or can't be determined can be the answer to this question. Only 24, 40 or can't be determined can be the answer to the question. 27 may not be the answer because why? Because it's not a multiple of 4. Okay. Now I'm taking the age of Anand. We need to get the percentage of Anand. So if the percentage of Anand is 24 years from the first option and using the first option, percentage of Anand is 24 years. That is 4x and this is 5x. 4x is 24, x is 6, 5x will be 30. Now after 3 years, their ages will be 33 and 27. Both numbers are divisible by 3. So I'll get 11:9. So after 3 years, if their respective ages are 20, for Anand, if it is 24, 4x is 24, x will be 6. So then 5x will be the percentage of Samir, which will be 30. And after 3 years, every person will get an increment of 3 years. So 30 plus 3, 33 and 24 plus 3, 24 are the respective ages of Samir and Anand after 3 years. And that is in the ratio 11:9, which is the ratio given in the question. Which is a ratio given in the question. So that must be the answer. No need to do the calculation. We'll get the answer in few seconds using that. Right? Next question. If a minus b equals 3, given a minus b equals 3, difference of two numbers is 3 and the sum of their squares is a square plus b square equals 29. We need to find a into b. Here also, the best method is using the options. Okay, best method is using the options. We can use the formula a minus b the whole square equals a square plus b square minus 2ab. Using that, I'll be able to answer the question. But it is not needed. The best method is using the options. Find ab. So all options must be giving you the value for ab. A into b is 10. Here a into b is 15. Here a into b is 12. Here a into b is 18. Take the first option. First option is 12. Okay. So a into b is 12 means a and b can be, if a into b is, 10. A into b is 10. First option is 10. A and b can be 1 and 10 or 5 and 2. 10 and 1 or 5 and 2. 10, if a and b are 10 and 1, then a minus b may not be 3. So that is not possible. Then 5 and 2, then a minus b is 3. That's a possibility, right? Okay. So a is 5 and b is 3. Now just see a square plus b square. If that is 29, that will be the answer. A square is 25 and b square is 4. 25 plus 4 is 29. So the two numbers 5 and 2 confirms the conditions, both the conditions. A minus b is 3 if a is 5 and b is 3. So I just took the product, first option. First option is 10. Then a can be 10 and b can be 1. That is one possibility. A 10 and b can be 1. 10 and 1 is one possibility. But that case, the difference is not equal to 3. So you can forget about that. Other possibility where the product is 10 is 5 and 2. 5 and 2. Okay, 5 and 2 means the two numbers are 5 and 2. Then the difference will be 3. the first condition is okay, then a square plus b square will be 5 square, 25 plus 4, 29. Second condition also is okay. So that must be the answer. First condition is okay, second condition also is okay. So answer is option A. Okay, now we'll see how to solve this question in the normal method. Okay, we can use the identity a minus b the whole square equals a square plus b square minus 2ab. A square plus b square minus 2ab. Okay, so a minus b is 3. 3 square is 9. A square plus b square is given in the question as 29. 29 minus 2ab. So that gives you 2ab equals 29 minus 9, 20, or AB equals 10. That is a proper way of solving the question, which also is not lengthy. So no need to write this formula, right? Just apply the formula like this, 29 equals 29 minus 2AB, from which you'll get the one value of AB. Okay, so here we can either use the option or we can think of doing that in the normal way. Next question. Next question. What should come in place of both x in the equation? X by root 128 equals root 162 by x. Okay, I think it is given like x by root 128. X by the easiest method is going for some sort of approximation. X equals root of 128 will be somewhat more than 11. X divided by a number which is more than 11. Root of 121 is 11, right? Root of 121 is 11 and root of 144 is 12. Okay? Root of 169 is 13. These three things we know. That is equal to root of 162 is 13 minus a value that is slightly less than 13 divided by x. So I'll get x square equals 13 into 11. Approximately 143. So 143. 143 is approximately equal to 144. So x could be 12. Root of 144, that is 12. That is one method. Other method also is easy. Other method is doing that in the normal method. Cross multiplication gives you x into x equals root of 128 into 162. So x into x square equals root of 128 into 162. Root of 128 can be written like root of 64 into 2 into root of 162 can be written like root of 2 into 81. So root of 64 is 8. 2 into 2, root 2 into 2 is 4. Root of 4 is 2. Root of 81 is 9. So x square equals 8 into 2, 16 into 9. No need to multiply. I'll get x square equals 16 into 9. X will be root of 16 into 9. Root of 16 is 4. Root of 9 is 3. 4 3s are 12. That is a normal way of answering the question. Just cross multiply. Only thing is that never get confused with that. Okay, if you get confused, then we may not get the answer. Okay, so I gave you two methods. Whatever is convenient for you. Each and every person sitting in front of me might be having their own methods. So adopt the method that will give the answer to each of you faster. Okay, never mug up the method given to you by someone else. If you are so good with a particular method, go with that. Okay, that method will give the answer faster. Next one. A alone can do a piece of work in 6 days and B alone can do it in 8 days. A and B do it for 3,200 rupees. With the help of C, they complete the work in 3 days. So A actually can finish the work in 6 days. B actually can finish the work in 8 days. B actually can finish the work in 8 days. But A, B, and C work for 3 days. A, B, and C with the help of C, they completed the work in 3 days. Means A plus B plus C finished the work in 3 days. A worked for 3 days. B also worked for 3 days. A worked for 3 days. B also worked for 3 days. And C also worked for 3 days. And like that, they finished the job. With the help of C, they completed the work in 3 days. Okay, A alone can do the work in 6 days. A alone can do the work in 6 days. B alone can do the work in 8 days. So the part of work done by A in 3 days will be, A in a day will do 1/6 of the work and A work for 3 days. That is a part of work done by A in 3 days. And part of the work done by B in 3 days. In 1 day, B will do 1/8 of the work and B also work for 3 days. So this is the total share of work done by A and B in 3 days. Total share of work done by A and B in 3 days. That is 1/2 plus 3/8. 3/6 will be 1/2, right? That is equal to, one second. 1/2 plus 3/8. 1/2 can be 4/8 plus 3/8, 7/8. So in those 3 days, A and B together finished 7/8 of the work. And the remaining work, remaining is 1 minus 7/8, might be done by C. 1 minus 7/8 might be done by C. So that is 1/8 of the work might be done by C. Since C is doing 1/8 of the work, he must be given with 1/8 of the total amount. Total amount is, how much is the total amount? 3,200. So C's share should be 1/8 of, C's share should be 1/8 of 3,200 by 8, which will be 400 rupee. Option B. C's share is 400 rupees. Clear? Next one. Next question. A man can complete a journey in 10 hours. He travels first half of the journey at the rate of 21 km per hour and the second half at the rate of 24 km per hour. Find the total journey in kilometers. Here, this question may confuse a few people. He travels first half of the journey. What is the meaning of first half of the journey? First half of the time or first half of the distance? And the first statement is a person can complete a journey in 10 hours. Complete a journey in 10 hours and he travels the first half of the journey. So first half of the journey here might be implying first half of the distance. So let the total distance of journey is 2x kilometers. 2x kilometers. Total distance of the journey is 2x kilometer, where the first half is x kilometers and the remaining half is x kilometers. Okay, first half he travels at, distance of the first half is x kilometer. He traveled at a speed of 21 km per hour. 21 km per hour. The second half he traveled at a speed of 24 km per hour. This is the situation. Distance of the second half also is x kilometers. First half of the total distance and the remaining half of the total distance. So what is the time taken to travel x kilometers? Time we know it is distance by speed. So that is x by 21 hours. Time taken in the second half will be x divided by 24 hours. Okay, and we are given that the total time taken for the journey is 10 hours. That means time taken in the first half plus time taken in the second half is 10 hours. That gives you x by 21 plus x by 24 equals 10 hours. LCM of 21 and 24 will be 3 into 7 into 8. 21 and 24, both numbers are divisible by 3, 7, 8. Okay, LCM of 21 and 24 is 3 into 7 into 8. So LCM of 21 and 24 is 3 into 7 into 8. Okay, for solving such equations, we should get the value of x. So multiply with the LCM of denominators. Here the denominators are 21 and 24, multiplying with into 3 into 7 into 8 on every time, into 3 into 7 into 8, right hand side also, into 3 into 7 into 8. No need to multiply. 3 into 7, 21 and 21 cancels out. Here 3 into 8, 24 and 24 cancels out. So I'll get 8x plus 7x equals 10 into 3 into 7 into 8, 56. 8x plus 7x, 15x equals 30 into 56. Here 15 and 30 goes off, I'll get 2. So x equals 56 into 2, 112 kilometer. Okay, x is 112 kilometer. Now we need to find out the total journey. We need to find the total journey. Total journey means total journey is of 2x kilometers. So x is 112 kilometers. Total journey, total distance is 2x kilometers. So that will be 112 into 2. 112 into 2 is 224 kilometers. That is the answer to the question. Option B is the answer to the question. Hope it is clear. We are moving to the next question. Two trains running in opposite direction cross a man on standing on the platform in 27 seconds and 17 seconds respectively as they cross each other and they cross each other in 23 seconds, the ratio of their speeds. So the first train is there having a length of its own. Let it is traveling at a speed of x meter per second, crosses a person standing on the platform in what time? 27 seconds. So in 27 seconds, it runs the length of the train. Let the length of the first train is LT1. Length of the first train is LT1. That is the distance traveled by that in 27 seconds. In 27 seconds, right? Okay. So that is traveling with the speed of x meter per second and it crosses completely in 27 seconds. So length of the first train is 27x meters. 27 into x. Speed into time. Speed into time is distance. So in 27 seconds, it travels the length of the first train. Now let the second train is having a length of different length and that also crosses same person, and the speed of the second train, let it be y meter per second. Speed is y meter per second and it crosses the person standing on the platform in 17 seconds. So length of the second train will be 17y meters. Whereas the length of the first train is 27x meters. Now, while crossing each other, they together has to travel total distance that is equal to length of the first train and length of the second train. Now we are coming to the last situation. They crosses each other in 23 seconds. That means the total distance then they need to travel will be 27x plus 17y. And since they are moving in opposite direction, crosses each other means they are moving in opposite direction. Then the relative speed will be x plus y, that is equal to 23. Okay, so we'll get 27x plus 17y equals 23x plus 23y. Take x terms to one side and send the y term to other side. 27x and 23x. 27x minus 23x, 4x equals 23y minus 17y, 6y. X by y equals 6 by 4. That is equal to 3 by 2. That is the ratio of their speeds. We need to find the ratio of their speeds. Ratio of speed of the first train is x meter per second and that of the second train is y meter per second. So we need to get the value of x by y. X by y is 3 by 2. So the answer is 3:2. And this is slightly on the tougher side. So those who are not good with relative speed may skip this question. Okay, no need to answer all the questions. Always please remember that there are some questions that we can solve. Okay, now this expression is 0.1 into 0.1 cube, right? 0.1 into 0.1 into 0.1 plus 0.2 into 0.2 into 0.2. Now, if you look at the denominator, 0.2 into 0.2 into 0.2 can be taken like 0.1 into 2, 0.1 into 2 into 0.1 into 2 into 0.1 into 2 plus 0.4 into 0.04 into 0.04 into 0.04 can be taken as this 0.02 there. Okay, 0.04 into 0.04 into 0.04 can be taken like 0.02 into 2 plus 0. Into, not plus, into 0.02 into 2 into 0.02 into 2. Okay, so that is what is. Now this can be written like 0.1 into 0.1 into 0.1 into plus 0.02 into 0.02 into 0.02. Now, here in the denominator we have 2 into 2 into 8 divided by denominator 2 into 2 into 2 is there. 8 into 0.1 into 0.1 into 0.1 plus this plus in the other term in the denominator also we have 3 2's. 2 into 2 into 2. 2 into 2 into 2 is 8 into 0.02 into 0.02 into 0.02. That means we can take the 8 in common. 8 in common. 8 number. We can take the 8 in common. So that means 8 I have taken in common. Then numerator and the other part other than the 8 are the same. So those two things get cancelled. So the answer will be 1 by 8. 1 by 8 is 0.125. 1 by 8 is 0.125 is the answer. We should see that 8 into 125 is 1000. Okay. 8 into 125 is 1000. Okay. And so 8 will be 1000 by 125, or 1 by 8 will be 125 by 1000. 1 by 8 is 125 by 1000. That is equal to 0.125. If you can remember this, then you will easily get the value of 1 by 8. Next question. Ratio between the perimeter and breadth of a rectangle is 5:1. If the area of the rectangle is 216 centimeters square, what is the length of the rectangle? So in this question, you are asked to find out the length of the rectangle. You need to get the length of the rectangle. Okay. And in my opinion, it will be easier to solve this question if you're using the options. So length, breadth, and area. Area is given as 216 centimeters square. Area is 216 centimeters square. Since we need to get the length, all options will give you the length. I'm taking option B. Option B, what is option B? What is option B? 18. Length is 18. Breadth x, 18 into x will be 216. So breadth will be 216 by 18. That is equal to 12. Length, if it is 18, breadth will be 12. Okay. If the length is 18, breadth will be 12. Okay. Then we should think of this. Length 18 and breadth 12. What is the perimeter? Perimeter na 18 plus 12, 30 into 2, 60. So that is the correct answer. We will start with first option now. I thought the first correct answer will be first option. It is not. So we'll start with first option. Length 24, area is 216. So the breadth should be 216 by 24, that is 9. 216 by 24 is 9. So length, breadth. Then what is perimeter? Perimeter will be 24 plus 9, 33 into 2, 66. Now what is the ratio of perimeter to breadth? 66 is to 9. Each number is divisible by 3, so it will be 22 is to 3. And in the question it is given like 5:1. So that is not the answer. Option 1, option A is not the answer. Option A. Now you should think of option B. Option B is length is 18. Length is 18. And the area is given as 216. So 18 into 12 is 216. So the breadth is 12. Breadth is 12. Then the perimeter will be 2 into L plus B. L plus B is 30 into 60. Then what is the ratio of perimeter to breadth? Perimeter is 60 and the breadth is 12. 60 is to 12, which is 5:1. And that is the ratio given in the question. Perimeter to breadth is 5:1. So the answer will be option B, 18. If the length is 18, then from the area I'll get the breadth. Area is 216. So breadth will be 216 by 18. 216 by 18, that is equal to 12. So length I am taking from the options and area is given. So I can easily calculate breadth in each case. So if the length and breadth is known, I can calculate perimeter. Doing it in the normal way may take some time. So I think this will be the easiest way to solve the question. Next question. 5x by 2x square plus 5x plus 1 equals 1 by 3. Find the value of x plus 1 by 2x. Okay. So what we need to do is divide numerator and denominator of the expression with 2x. Dividing numerator and denominator of 2x, 5x by 2x, that is a numerator now, divided by 2x square by 2x plus 5x by 2x. Each term in the numerator as well as in the denominator should be divided by 2x, 1 by 2x. Okay, so that is equal to 5 by 2. Numerator is 5 by 2. 5 by 2 is 2.5 divided by 2x square by 2x is x plus this term 5x by 2x is 5 by 2. That is again is 2.5 plus 1 by 2x. 1 by 2x equals given us 1 by 3 in the question. So we are having 2.5 divided by x plus 2.5 plus 1 by 2x is 1 by 3. Cross multiplying 2.5 into 3. 2.5 into 3 and this into 1. 2.5 into 3, 7.5 equals x plus 2.5 plus 1 by 2x into 1. Okay, now taking the 2.5 to the left hand side, 7.5 minus 2.5. 5 equals x plus 1 by 2x. We need to get the value of x plus 1 by 2x as per the question. So the answer is 5, option D. Okay, those who cannot adopt this method may not be getting the answer to the question. Why? Because if you are thinking of solving this for x, then you may get an imaginary answer for x. Cross multiplying and solving the quadratic equation in the proper way may give you, sometimes may give you an imaginary answer. So it is ideal to divide numerator and denominator with 2x and then solve the question. So the answer is option B. Now we are coming to one second, the reasoning kind of questions. Here we are coming to, your answer will be, read it carefully. 3 of the words will there be same classification and the remaining one will not be. Your answer will be the one that does not belongs to the same classification as others. That means here the question is to find the odd one. Finding the odd one that is different from others. Okay, never search for the odd one. If one of them is odd one, the other 3 will have a similarity. 3 will have a similarity, and one of them won't have the similarity. Won't have that similarity. Okay, so identify the one that is not having the similarity. For that, always go for the similarity 3 of them are having. Okay, here, if you are, okay, always think of the common property. Identify the common property. Identify the common property for 3 of them. The one that is missing that common property might be your answer. Okay. Now, if you think of option A, parsley, basil, and dill, they are herbs. They are herbs. Where minus is not like that. So that is the odd one there. Second question. If you are looking at the second question, tulip is a flower, rose is a flower, daisy also is a flower, whereas bud is different from those 3. These are kinds of flowers. Okay. Now Third question. Loaf is a type of bread. Pumpernickel also is a type of bread. Sourdough is also a type of breads. These are types of breads. Whereas rye is a kind of cereal. It's a kind of cereal that is used to make bread. It's a kind of cereal. Other three are types of breads. And that's a cereal. So answer will be, answer to question number 23 is option A. Answer to question number 22 is option C. Answer to question number 21 is option B. Sorry, option D. Option D. Option D is the answer to question number 21. Now, question number 24. 24, scythe, knife, pliers, and saw. Here we can come to the conclusion that saw is used to cut something, knife is used to cut something, scythe also is used to cut something, whereas pliers are not used to cut something. So the answer is pliers. Question number 25. Biology is a part of science. Chemistry and zoology are three subjects in science, whereas theology is not. It's a study of God. Okay. Now, this is a question like to find out analogous analogy. Okay, analogous pair means something like, I'll give you a question with numbers. 3 is related to 9, which is analogous to 4 related to dash. Options 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we may think that in the first glance, we may think that 3 is related to 9 is 3 square. 9 is 3 square. So 4 could be related to 4 square. 4 square is 16. 16 is not there among the options. At once, we should come to the conclusion that we may have to go with other methods. So a relation between two numbers can be obtained in many ways. Can go for the difference, can go for the product, like that. Okay. Now, if you take the difference of 3 and 9, we will get 3 plus 6 is 9. That is a kind of relation between the first and second time. The similar relation can be here. 4 plus 6, 10 can be the answer. So here the answer is 10. So this is a kind of question. It is called analogy. And we need to find out the analogous number or analogous pair. Cup is to coffee. Okay, coffee can be served in cups. In a similar way, bowl is to what? Soup. Soup can be served in a bowl. Play is to actor. An actor performs a play. Concert is to musician. A musician performs a concert. Musician is the answer there. Now, palette, easel, and brush are things that an artist uses. Whereas textbook, lesson plan, and report card are things that a teacher uses. Okay, so answer will be report card. These are the things that an artist uses. Textbook, lesson plan, and report card are the things that a teacher uses. So the answer is report card. If you use report card there, textbook, lesson plan, and report card are used by a teacher. Okay. Now, scissors and knife. This is a knife. It's very difficult to identify that it's a knife. That's a problem. Okay. Scissors and knife, they are used to cut things. And this jug is used to pour water. Similarly, this thing. Okay. So option C is the answer to that question. Select the related pair from the given alternatives. We explore to discover something. Okay. Similarly, read and skim, no way. Research led. We researchers to learn something, learn out something, we do the research. So the analogous pair here will be research and learn. We explore to discover something. Similarly, which is analogous to we researchers to learn something. Now, this is a question This is an interesting kind of question. And there's every chance that you may end up with the wrong answer there. Pointing to a photograph, a man said, I have no brother and sister. I have no brother or sister. That's a very important statement. But that man's father is my father's son. So the photograph is there. Photograph is there. That man's father. This is that man's father. So he's a male member. That man's father is my father's son. If I am a different person, me, my father, my father's son. But it is given that then these two people should be siblings to each other. Then these two people should be siblings to each other. It is given in the question that I have no siblings. I have no brother or sister. That means me cannot be a different person. That man's father, that photo is there. Photo is there. That man's father is my father's son. My father's son, since I have no siblings, my father's son should be me itself. Okay, so pointing to the photograph, that person is saying that man's father is my father's son. My father's son can be replaced with me. That man's father is me. That man's father is me. Okay. So we may easily go with the answer his own. But the question, read the question. Whose photograph was it? Whose photograph was it? Okay. That photograph, I am here, and this photograph is his son's. Okay. So the answer is his son, not his own. There is every chance that we may end up with the option A. Not. Answer is his son's photograph is that. A group of 1,200 persons consisting of captains and soldiers is traveling in a train. For every 15 soldiers, there is one captain. Okay. So, soldiers, captain. If the number of soldiers is 15x, then there is one captain. X captains are there. 15x, 15 soldiers, one captain. For every 15 soldiers, there is one captain. For 15 soldiers, there is one captain. For 30 soldiers, there are two captains. For 15 into X soldiers, there will be 1 into X captains. So for 15x soldiers, if there are 15x soldiers, then there is one captain. Total number of captains and soldiers together is 1,200. So 16x equals 1,200. X equals 1,200 by 16. That is equal to 75. Option B. It's a very simple question. Anybody can answer that question. Only thing is that we need to apply yourself. Next question. Mara runs faster than Gail. Lily runs faster than Mara. Gail runs faster than Lily. If the first two statements are true, if the two statements are true, then the third statement is. So it is given that the first statement is true. This is a true statement. This also is a true statement. Now we need to find out the fate of the third one. Okay. So we are taking the first two as true. That means Mara runs faster than Gail and Lily runs faster than Mara. Lily runs faster than Mara. So the first two statements can be this is the fastest person. Faster person I am writing on the left. Or Lily's speed is greater than that of Mara. Mara's speed is greater than that of Gail. That is what is given. Okay. Now, from this, I'll get Lily runs faster than Gail. And the third statement is Gail runs faster than Lily. That is definitely false. That is definitely false. The conclusion that I am getting from the first two statement is Lily runs faster than Gail or Gail runs slower than Lily. And it is given like Gail runs faster than Lily. That is not correct. Lily runs faster than Gail. That is correct. So the third statement obviously must be wrong. Next question. If Arun's birthday is on May 25, which is a Monday, and his sister's birthday is on July 13, which day of the week is his sister's birthday? That means question is like May 25th is Monday. Which day of the week is July 13? which left the week is July 13. So we need to calculate the total number of odd days from May 25 to till July 13. So after May 25, how many days are left out in May? 31 minus 25, 6 days. In June, 30 days are there in total, and July till 13. So 13 days are there in July. So the total number of days is 6 plus 30, 36 plus 13, 49 days. Total number of days equals 49. 49 days means 7 weeks plus 0 odd days. Odd days means from a group of number of days, after extracting all the full weeks, the number of days left out is odd days. In 10 days, we have 1 week plus 3 more days. 3 more days. So this is the number of days left out after taking 1 week. That means odd days in 10 days is 3. Odd days in 25 days. 25 days means 3 full weeks plus 4 days. So the number of odd days in 25 days is 4. So 49 days contains 7 full weeks and 0 odd days. That means July 13th happens exactly 7 weeks after May 25th. May 25th, which is a Monday. So 7 weeks, exactly 7 weeks after Monday, July 13th happens. After every week from Monday, it will be Monday itself. Monday plus 1 more week, Monday, another week, Monday. So after 7 weeks also Monday. So no need to think of the number of weeks there. It happens after 0 odd days. 0 odd days means should be Monday itself. Next question. Okay. So the only thing is we need to read this question like D1, E1, F1. The number is not there, means it should be 1. D1, E1, F2, D1, E2, F1. Then DF anyway will be there. We need to find out the number that associated with D, E, and F. Every case DF is there, right? Okay. Now, if you consider the numbers there, 111, 112, the rightmost number increases by 1. Then 122, the immediately left number then increases by 1. Then the next one has to be increases by 1. So 222. Next one. So this is D2, E2, F2. Then again the rightmost number 223. Then the next number could be, if one more number is there, it should be 233, goes off. So the next, this time will be D2, E3, F3. Then the next will be D3, E3, F3, like that. It goes on like that. But here we need to get the value of this chain, right? So that will be D2, E2, F2. Option D. Option D will be the answer to the question. Hope it is clear to you. Next one. Next one. It's a question on Venn diagrams. Venn diagram. Okay. What is the relation between women and mothers? Women and mothers. In the first glance, we may think that some of the women are mothers, right? Some women are mothers. Okay, now I'm drawing the Venn diagram for them. These are the women and these are mothers. Okay, this much are women and the red part are mothers. The common area are women that are mothers. Now think of this portion. Think of this portion, this much portion that I'm marking green. What is that portion? Mothers that are not women. Such a thing is not possible, right? Mothers that are not women, that is not possible. So between two entities, if the first relation you are getting is some women are mothers. This is the relation you are getting. Some of the women are mothers. Never depend on that. Think that in the opposite way also. If opposite way also gives the same sum of relation, then it could be sum of relation. Okay. Now, in the opposite way, if you think of mothers to women, I'm getting the relation all mothers are women. All mothers are women. So first, from the first entity to second one, I am getting the relation sum of, but in the opposite way, second one to first one, I am getting the relation all of them. So then take the relation, exact relation as all of them. So this will be the relation, the women, and this could be mothers. That is something that we need to note. So between two entities, if you're getting the relation as sum of thing in the opposite way, sometimes the relation, actual relation could be all of. But if it is actual sum of, from here to there as well as there to here, it will be sum of. Say boys and cricket players. Okay, what is the relation between boys and cricket players? Some boys are cricket players. And relation between cricket players and boys. Can I say all cricket players are boys? No. Some cricket players are boys. Okay, so if it is actual sum of relationship from here to there, as well as there from there to here, it should be sum. And one case I am getting some, reverse process I am getting all, the actual relation will be all. Okay, so which of the following diagram indicates the best relation between profit, dividend, and bonus? Dividend is a kind of profit. Dividend is a type of profit. Dividend is a type of profit. Bonus also is a type of profit. Both are associated with shares. If you buy some share, you may get some dividend, you may get some bonus. So all these are accumulated as profit. Okay, so and dividend and bonus are independent to each other. Dividend and bonus are independent to each other. They are not dependent. Some dividends are not bonus, some bonus are not dividend. The dividend and bonus are independent to each other. So the answer could be option B. This is dividend, this is bonus, and this is profit. Profit, dividend, and bonus. That is the answer. All dividends are profits, all bonus are profit. There is no connection between dividend and bonus. Okay, all dividend are bonus, all dividend are profit. The actual relation is all dividend are profit, all bonus are profit, and there is no relation between dividend and bonus. There is no relation between dividend and bonus. Okay, and if you think from profit to dividend, I'll get some profit or dividend, which is not correct. Actual relation is all dividend are profit, all dividend are profit, all bonus are profit, and there is no connection between dividend and bonus. So option B will be the answer to the question. Next one. And in that question, the question was missing two letters. I completed that question. The diagram given below represents those students who play cricket, football, and kabaddi. So all three games. So the portion that is common to all three can be taken. So that will be this portion, right? Only this portion is common to all. If you consider portion V, that is common to football and cricket, but not to kabaddi. If you consider portion T, that is common to kabaddi and cricket, but not to football. If you consider portion Q, that is common to kabaddi and football, but not to cricket. So the area that is common to all three will be the central portion. That is yes. So the answer is option D. Option D. Hope it is clear to you. Next one. Which of the following diagrams indicate the best relation between hockey and football? Can I say some hockey is football? No. There's no relation between hockey and football. Hockey is a particular game. Hockey is a game. Football also can be a game. Okay. And cricket. Hockey and cricket, any relation? No. Some hockey is cricket. Some cricket is hockey. No, nothing like that. Any relation from football and cricket? Nothing. But there can be common thing between the three, that all the three can be games. But since the games is not there as an entity, games is not there. So hockey, football, and cricket are three independent things. Hockey, football, and cricket are three independent things. So the answer will be option B. Answer is option B. Three independent things. They are not connected in any way. And every year we will get 2 questions on this Venn diagram. Okay. In an organization, the pollution control board, organization of pollution control board, okay, organization of PCB. In an organization of PCB, engineers are represented by circle. Engineers are represented by circle. Circle means engineers. Legal experts are represented by square. So that actually is not a square, it is a rectangle. Since there is no other square, we can consider the rectangle as a square. Legal experts by a square. So the rectangle is a legal expert and environmentalist by a triangle. Who is most represented in the board as shown in the following figure? Environmentalist means only environmentalist. Only environmentalist. And there is no portion for only environmentalist. All environmentalists are engineers too. So that portion, environmentalist means that should be only environmentalist. There is nobody there. Okay. So we need to find out the most represented area. Most represented area. So there is nobody there. No one. Legal experts. Legal experts means only legal experts. Legal experts mean only legal experts. Only legal experts. So only legal experts means look at the diagram here. This portion, the yellow hash portion is the area only legal experts. And we'll have to think of the other two also before finally deciding the most represented area. That can be the answer. There are few there. Engineers with legal background. Engineers with legal background. Engineers with legal background is this area. They are engineers as well as legal experts. This blue area, that is the area representing engineers with legal background. And option D, environmentalist with engineering background. Environmentalist with engineering background means all the environmentalists are with engineering background. This is the area. So among those three, the first one, nobody there. Second one, yellow portion. Second one, yellow portion. Yellow portion. Third one, blue portion. And fourth one, green portion. Which among the three has maximum representation? Obviously, right? Option D. Option D. If you look at the figure, option D has the maximum area. So that is the most represented in the board. Okay, that is the most represented area in the board. Environmentalist with engineering background. Hope it is clear to you. Next one. So these are called non-verbal questions. Non-verbal questions. You will be given with some diagram and we should identify the odd one or a series that completes it. Here we should clearly read the question, read the directions before answering the question. Identify the type of question, then only we will be able to answer the question. In the following figures, A, B, C, and D have been given in each question. Of the 4 figures, 3 figures are similar in some way and 1 figure is different. So we need to find out the odd one. We should find the odd one. That is the question. Find the odd one. Okay. Now, if you consider option A, there are 3 circles and inside the 3 circles, we have a 3-sided figure. 3 circle plus 3-sided figure. Option C, we have 4 circles, and inside that there is a 4-sided figure is inscribed. Option D, how many circles are there? 2, 4, 6 circles. 6 on dot. 2, 4, 5 circles. 5 circles and a 5-sided figure. Whereas option B gives you 3 circle and 4-sided figure, which is not confirming to the pattern the other 3 are having. Here also, we need to find out the odd one So identify the similarity 3 among the 4 are having. The similarity 3 among the 4 are having is that the number of circles is exactly equal to number of sides of the inscribed figure. The similarity is number of circles encircling the geometrical diagram will be exactly equal to number of sides of the geometrical diagram. Number of circles equals number of sides. So that is not getting satisfied in option B. So that must be the answer to question. Answer to the question is option B. Option B is the odd one. And 42 is a very simple question. Anybody will be able to answer the question. It is obviously NKU. Why? Because all other three are made up of the letters R, U, and N. R, U, and N. Next one. So read the direction. Then you will be able to identify the type of question. Question figure is followed by 4 alternatives A, B, C, and D. Select the figure from the answer figure which is exactly similar to the question figure. Exactly similar to the question figure. That is actually a first standard student can answer the question. Such a simple question it is. Question figures exactly similar to that. I don't know what to say. Or you all might be getting, you all might have got the answer, right? It is option C. Now, question number 44 and 45. Question number 44 and 45. Read the question. In the following questions, there is a problem figure, a part of which is missing. Part of the problem figure is missing. Observe the answer figure A, B, C, and D, and without changing the direction, fits answer figure and find out the answer figure which, without changing the direction, fits in the missing part of the problem figure. So without changing the direction, the answer figure should fit in the missing part of the problem figure. So I'm just thinking of completing the problem figure. Has to be a quadrilateral there, and there has to be 2 lines inside, and this is the exact answer to the question, right? Here also 45 also the same question. I'm thinking of completing the inner square, and on looking at the options, only one option is having that line like this, so that must be the answer. If you fill the other part, it has to be like this, right? So this will be the answer, and that is option B. That is option B. Without changing the direction, that must fit into the missing portion. So options 44 option A, 45 option B. Next question. Here also read the direction. Please spare some time to read the direction. That is very important. There are 3 question figures, and the space for the 4th figure is left blank. The question figures are in a series. Find out the figures. Find out the one figure from the answer figures given which occupies the blank space for the 4th figure and completes the series. Okay. Here, if you look at the triangle and the line inside the triangle, first figure the line is like this, second figure the line is like this, third figure again the line is like this. So in the 4th triangle, the line has to be like this. 4th triangle, the line has to be like this. Like that happens in the option B as well as option C. So answer could be either option B or C. I can at once discard option A and D. And now we need to think of eliminating one of these 2 options. For that, consider only one symbol at a time. The into is in the first diagram. What happened? First diagram, into is there on the left side. Second diagram, it goes to the right side. Then it comes to the bottom, into here, and into has to be there on this side. It goes in the cyclic way, right? Clockwise. Cyclically, it moves in the into moves in the clockwise direction. From here to here are first, then from here to here, then from here to here. So into has to be on this position, and that happens in both the options. That also cannot be the answer. And Think of the minus sign now. Think of the minus sign now. Minus sign is below the first diagram. Minus sign is below the first diagram. Below the first diagram goes to clockwise direction. It comes here. From there, it comes here. From there, it has to be again in the bottom position. Okay. So bottom position means it is happening only in option C. Okay. And option first diagram. Among them, the first one and the fourth one are the same. After 3 rotations, it has to be just like first option. So the answer is which? Which is the answer here? Option C is the answer to the question. Option C. You need to look only at the minus sign. Minus sign was here. From here, it goes to this side first. From where it goes to this side. From where it has to come to this side. Okay. So using that, I got the answer. So whenever we are answering such questions, think of only the movement pattern of one element at a time. Please don't think of all the 3 at a time. You may get confused and you may not get the answer there. Okay. So answer is option C. Then the next one. Some questions are based on images. Based on images. Images are of 2 types. The mirror image and a water image. Mirror image and water image. Okay. Mirror image means, we'll first think of mirror image. Mirror image means an image taken in a vertical mirror. The mirror is kept vertical there. I have something like this. Then this is a mirror. This is a mirror. On the mirror, what happens is the entire diagram will be rotated about the y-axis by 180 degrees. This is y-axis. Mirror is acting like a y-axis. The entire diagram will be rotated by 190 degrees about the y-axis. If I mark points here, A, B, C, D, E, B is nearer to the mirror. So here also in the image also B will be nearer to the mirror. A here. In the second line, D is nearer to the mirror. C is here and E will be here. Okay. So in taking mirror image, in short, what we can say is in taking mirror image, the left side and right side of the diagram interchanges. Left side of the original diagram becomes the right side of mirror image and right side of the original diagram becomes left side of mirror image. That is what is happening with mirror image. Okay. Now, water image. Now we'll think of water image. Water image means an image taken on a horizontal mirror. Horizontal mirror. Image taken on a horizontal mirror. Image taken on a horizontal mirror. There the mirror is kept horizontal. Mirror is kept horizontal. This is a mirror, horizontal mirror, and I have a letter like this, F. Okay. Then what is happening is the F will get rotated by 180 degrees about the x-axis. The mirror now is acting as the x-axis. It will be rotated by 180 degrees about the x-axis. So what will happen there is it will be rotated by 180 degrees about the x-axis and happens to be like this. Here the left side remain as left side of the original diagram. This is the left side. For the water image also left side is the same. Right side of the original diagram remains as right side. Right side, left and right side keeps the respective position. But the thing is, top and bottom will interchange. In water image, top and bottom will interchange. The top of the original diagram becomes the bottom of the water image and bottom of the original diagram becomes the top of water image. That is what is happening with mirror image and water image. In mirror image, left side and right side interchanges, whereas in water mesh, top and bottom interchanges. Now, question figures. There's a definite relationship between the first two. Established. First two means these two. This is the first one. This is the second one. This is the third one and fourth one. Between third and fourth, there has to be a similar kind of relation. So if you look at the first and second one, you can easily see that the second one is a mirror image of the first one. So the fourth one has to be the mirror image of third one. And if you on looking at them, mirror image will be the sides will interchange, right? Left side becomes right side. Has to be like this, right? Mirror is here. Okay. So the answer is option B. Option B is the answer to the question. Next one. Next one. In the question, one part of the geometrical figure is asked question figure, geometrical figure, triangle, square, circle. This is question figure, and the other one is among the four answer figures. One is a part of the figure is given as question, and the remaining part, the missing part, is given as answers. We need to find out the missing portion. So first I should complete the triangle. Then the darkened portion has to be there. Then this line from here to here. And such a figure happens only in option. A. So option A will be the answer to the question. Just complete the diagram. That is the, so the, when I place option A without rotating that in the missing position, then the figure will get complete. That will be the answer to the question. Next one. The question figure and four answer figures marked A, B, C, and D are given. Select the answer figure which is exactly the mirror image of the question figure. So we need to find out the mirror image of that. Mirror image will be something like the box is there. Then this line is moving away. So if I mark points A, B, C, and D, B is moving away from the mirror. So it has to be B here and A here. Then CD is moving, D is moving towards the mirror. So D is here and C is here, and there's a connection between A and C. Now at B there is an upward arrow. At D there is a something like this. So which is the one that confirms this? Option C, right? Option C will be the here. Point B is moving away from the mirror. And A is closer to the mirror. In the mirror image also it will be like that. A is closer to the mirror and B is moving away from the mirror. And there is an upward arrow at point B. Only that line has to be taken. After getting that line, we can come to the conclusion that option is C only. No need to complete the diagram. If you can complete the diagram, that will be fine. Okay. Fine. Next one. Next one. Question figure is given, and this portion is hidden in one of the answer figure. We need to find out the answer figure that includes the question figure. Okay. Now it cannot be option A or B anyway. If you look at option C, that contains that, right? This thing. This is a question figure. So question figure is included in option C. So answer is option C. Next, we are coming back again back to quantitative ability. Actually, so far we were discussing AFCAT 2020 memory-based questions. Now we are thinking of AFCAT 2017 memory-based questions. Okay. Now, A man runs 1 kilometer in 10 minutes. Okay. So distance is 1 kilometer, happens in time is 10 minutes. The minute should be, since the distance is in kilometer, time should be converted to hours. 10 by 60 hours. Minutes can be converted to hours by dividing that by 60. That is 1 by 6 hours. So he travels 1 kilometer in 1 by 6 hours. Downstream, right? Along the stream. Along the stream means downstream. Okay. So this is 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer. Along the stream means you'll be moving in the downward direction. So 1 kilometer happens in 1 by 6 hours. So what is the speed in the downstream direction? Speed in downstream direction. Speed will be distance by time. Distance is 1 kilometer divided by time is 1 by 6 hours. That is equal to 1 into 6 by 1. 6 kilometer per hour. Okay. And speed in the upstream direction, opposite direction. Upstream direction, he takes 20 minutes. 20 minutes means 20 by 60 hours. That is 1 by 3 hours. Speed in the upstream direction is time taken in the opposite direction against the stream. That means he will be moving in the upstream direction. Upstream direction, time is 20 minutes means 1 by 3 hours. So there the speed is distance by time. Distance again is 1 kilometer. Time is 1 by 3 hours. That is equal to 3 kilometer per hour. So distance in the downward direction is, now we can consider like distance in the downward direction is 6 kilometer per hour. That will be equal to x plus y, where x is the speed of boat in still water and y is the speed of stream. And upstream direction, the speed will be x minus y. That is equal to 3 kilometer per hour. So what we are having is x plus y is 6 and x minus y is 3. X plus y is 6 and x minus y is 3. We need to get the value of y, which is the speed of stream. X plus y is 6 and x minus y is 3. Subtracting second one from the first one. First equation minus second equation. Question number 1 minus 2. What I am getting is 2y equals 3 or y equals 1.5. Y equals 1.5. So option B will be the answer to the question. Option B will be the answer to the question. 1.5 kilometer per hour. Next question. Next question. Question number 2. What is given there? 10 years ago, the average age of, okay, this is a kind of question that has been repeatedly asked for AFCAT. So 10 years ago, the average age of a family of 4 members was 24 years. Okay. Now forget about that question. Just take some concepts. There are 3 numbers. 18, 20, and 22. What is our average? What is the sum? Sum is 60, right? Average is 60 by 3. That is 20. Since the numbers are there in AP, the average could be the middle number also. If the numbers are given in are there in AP means arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression. Then the average could be the middle number. So here the average is 20. Now, if each number is increased by 3, the new numbers are 21, 23, and 25. Then average will be, sum is 69 by 3. That is equal to 20. If each number is increased by a fixed amount, say by 3, then the average also will get increased by the same 3. 3 numbers are there whose average is 20. If each number is increased by the same amount, then the average also will get increased by the same amount. Okay. Now this happens with age problems. If there are 3 people whose ages are 18 years, 20 years, and 22 years, average is 20, and after 3 years, every person will get an increment of 3 years in their age. So the average also will get increased by the same 3, or the total increment will be, since there are 3 people, every person gets an increment of 3 years. 3 into 3, 9 years will be the age change in total age. Original total age is 60 and new total age is 69. So total age will get increased by 9 there. Okay. So we are going to use these concepts to solve this question. 10 years ago, the average age of family of 4 members was 24 years. So what is the total age 10 years ago? 10 years ago, what was the total age? Total age was 24 into 4, 96 years. Now, right now, total age of how many members? 4 members. Same 4 members. Forget about the 2 kids. Right now, the total age of 4 members should be, each member will get an increment of 10 years from 10 years ago to right now. Okay, so since there are 4 members, there will be a total increment of 40 years. 96 plus 40, that is equal to 136 years. Okay, only for those 4 people, the total age right now is 136 years. For those 4 people, the total age is 146 years. Now, it is given like 2 more babies were born with a difference of 2 years. 2 more babies were born. So, now consider, at present, how many people are there? Average of, originally 4 people were there and 2 more are there. Total 6 members. Also is 24. Average of 6 members. 6 people, average is 24. So what is the total of 6 people now? Total age of 6 people. Total age of 6 people now. 6 into 24. That is equal to 144 years. And for the original 4 people, their total at present is 136 years. Total age at present is 136 years. And total age of all the 6 people, including the 2 kids, is 144 years. Okay, so what is the sum of ages of 2 kids? Sum of ages of 2 children, 2 babies. Total age of 6, 144 minus total age of original 4, 136. That is equal to 8 years. Okay, and the difference of ages of those 2 babies is 2 years. If the younger baby is having X years, then the age of the elder one will be X plus 2. Right now, the sum is 8 years. So 2x plus 2 is 8, or X equals 3 years. That is the age of the younger one. Age of younger one. For solving this question also, please don't write this much. I have written all these things to make things clear to you. Please avoid writing all these things. Okay, so I'll tell you what all things to be written to solve this question. With every letter writing, the time taken goes on increasing. So please don't write too much things to get the answer. Total age of 4 people 10 years ago. 10 years ago, total age of 4 people is 24 into 4, 96. At present, age of 4 will be 96 plus. From 10 years ago, every person will get an increment of 10 for 10 years. So 4 people will get a total increment of 40 years. 96 plus 40, 136 years. Now, present total of 4 people is 136 years. Now the present total of 6 people is 6 into 24. That is equal to 144. So the total age of extra 2 here are babies. Total age of babies equals 144 minus. No need to write these things. 144 minus 136. That is equal to 8 years. The babies are born at an interval of 2 years. So let the age of the younger one is X. The elder one will be X plus 2 equals 8. That gives you X equals 3 years. Is the answer to the question. Option C is the answer to the question. Hope that is clear to you. Now, question number 53. 3 years back, the average age of a family of 4 members was 24 years. A baby having been born, the average age of the family is still the same. What is the present age of the baby? It's a similar question. 3 years back. So here it is only 3 years back. And 4 members are there. These are the 2 numbers that we need to consider. 3 years back, average age of a family, 4 members. 3 years ago, the total age of 4 people. Total age of 4 people equals 24 into average age was 24 years then. 3 years ago, the average was 24 years. So 4 members are there. 4 into 24, that is equal to 96 years. At present, total age of the same 4 people will be 96 plus. From 3 years to right now, every person will have an increment of 3 years in their age. And there are 4 people. So 4 into 3, 12. 96 plus 12, that is equal to 108 years. The total age of the same 4 people right now is 108 years. Now, average age of the family is still the same. That means now we have 5 people, including the baby. 5 people, including the baby. Average age at present remains the same as how much? Average age of the family is still the same. How much it is? 24 years, right? 5 people and having an average age of 24 years. So the total age is 5 into 24. That is equal to 120 years. Total age of the 5 people is 120 years. Clear, alle? Right. So total age of 4 people is 108 years and total age of 5 people is 120 years. What is the age of baby? What is the age of baby? Difference between 120 and 108. 120 minus 108. That is equal to 12 years is the present age of baby. Next one. A by B is 4 by 3. What is the value of 9A minus 3B divided by 9A plus 3B? 9A minus 3B divided by 9A plus 3B. So here we are having a relation between A and B. A is to B is 4 is to 3. That is what is given. A by B is 4 by 3 means A is to B is 4 is to 3. Now, if you look at this is an expression. What we are given is an expression. If that expression is a homogeneous expression. Homogeneous expression means in each term, the power of variables should be the same. Power of variables. Here only A raised to 1, B raised to 1, A raised to 1, B raised to 1. Power of variables is the same. So that is a homogeneous expression. Then what we need to do is just put A equals 4 and B equals 3. You will get the answer. Okay, so that is a homogeneous expression. 9A square minus 3AB divided by 9AB plus 3B square. That also is a homogeneous expression. If you are asked to get the value of this expression, then also just substitute A equals 4 and B equals 3. Whereas, if the expression is like this, 9A square minus 3A divided by 9AB plus 3B square. This expression is not homogeneous. Why? Because the total power of variables is not the same. Not homogeneous. This expression is homogeneous. This also is homogeneous expression. Why? Because total power of variables in every term is the same. This term, total power of variables is 2. Here, A and B are the variables. Total power is 1 plus 1, 2. Here, A and B are the variables. Total power 1 plus 1, 2. Here, B square power is 2. Whereas, for this term, power is 2. For this term, power of variable is 1. No need to consider the constant there. Think of only the power of variable. So, if a homogeneous expression needs to be identified, just put A equals 3, A equals 4 and B equals 3 from the given example. So, here A is 4 and B is 3. Put A equals 4 and B equals 3. Then what I am getting? 9A. 9 into 4, 36 minus 3 into 3, 9. Divided by 36 plus 9. 27 divided by 45. Dividing numerator and denominator by 9, I'll get 3 by 5. Will be the answer. Option A. Option A is 3 by 5. Will be the answer to the question. Okay. Now, we should think of a next version of this question. If A is to B equals, another question is this: B is to C equals 1:2. Find A square B plus 3B square divided by A cube plus 3B square C divided by A cube plus B cube. Okay, so this also is a homogeneous expression where the first term total power of variables is 2 plus 1, 3. Here also it is 3. Here 3. Here also 3. So it is a homogeneous expression. But since we have 3 variables in this case, we may have to go for a ratio connecting the 3 variables. So what we are given is A is to B is 1:2 and B is to C also is 1:2. Here the common variable is B. So we should make the value of B same in both cases. So B is to C is 1:2. For making the value of B in same in both cases, we should multiply that by 2. So I can write B is to C is 2:4. 1:2. When multiplied by 2, I'll get 2:4. Now I've got the value of B same in all the cases, both the cases. I'll get the ratio A is to B is to C is 1:2:4. After getting A is to B is to C is 1:2:4, just substitute the value of A as 1, B as 2, and C as 3 in the expression. A1, B2, C3. So A1, B2, C3. 1 square into 2 plus 3 into 2 square into 4, C4, right? 2 square into 4 divided by A cube. 1 cube plus 2 cube. So 2 plus 4 into 4, 16 into 3, 48 divided by 8 plus 1, 9. So it will be 50 by 9 will be the answer to the question. Hope the idea is clear to you. We are moving to the next question. Speed of a body in still water. Standing water means still water. So there's no flow. There's no assistance or opposition from the flow. That's the meaning of standing water. Can also be said to be still water. There's no flow. So speed of water in still water is 8 km per hour and the speed of the stream is 2 km per hour. We normally use the variables x for speed of body in still water, 8 km per hour, and y for speed of stream, 2 km per hour. Then in the downstream direction, speed of the boat will be x plus y. That is equal to 10 km per hour. Downstream direction speed will be 10 km per hour. And in the upstream direction, it will be x minus y. That is equal to 8 minus 2, 6 km per hour. Boat takes 3 hours 12 minutes to travel from a place to a place and come back. So that let the places are A and B. From A to it traveled to B and came back to A. Total time taken is 3 hours 12 minutes. First of all, we need to convert the 3 hours 12 minutes into unified unit. We cannot solve question with 2 different units for time, hours and minutes. So we convert the 12 minutes to hours. 12 minutes equals 12 by 60. That is equal to 1 by 5. That is 0.2 hours. So 3 hours 12 minutes is 3.2 hours. 3 hours 12 minutes is 3.2 hours. 12 minutes is 12 by 60 or 0.2 hours. So 3 hours 12 minutes is 3.2 hours. Okay. Now let the distance from A to B is x kilometers. Distance from A to B is x kilometers. Traveling in the downward direction, the time taken is x by 10. Distance by speed. Plus in the upward direction, time taken is x by 6 equals 3 hours 12 minutes. Total time is 3.2. Time taken in the downward direction, that is x by 10. Time in the downward direction plus time in the upstream direction, that is x by 6. That is equal to 3.2. Cross multiply with the LCM of denominator, that is 10 and 6, 30. Multiplying with 30, I'll get 3x plus 5x equals 3.2 into 30. That is 32 into 3. 8x equals 32 into 3. 8 and 32 goes off. I'll get 4 here. 4 3s are 12. 12 is the answer to the question. Distance from A to B is 12 kilometers. Hope it is clear. Traveling in the downward direction, actual speed of effective speed of the body will be x plus y. That is x plus y is 10. Opposite direction is x minus y. Now total, let the distance is x kilometers. Now x by 10 plus x by 6 equals 3.2. That is what is given. You know how we got 3.2? 3 hours, 12 minutes. The 12 minute I am going to convert to hours. So 12 by 60. 1 by 5 hours. 1 by 5 is 0.2. Means 3 hours plus 0.2 hours. That is 3.2 hours. So 3 hours, 12 minutes means 3.2 hours. X by 10, x is in kilometer and 10 kilometer per hour. So this is in hours. This is in hours. This also x by 6 also is in hours. So total time also must be in hours. We cannot have different units for time. For solving any question, the unit conversion is very important. Now, I'm sorry. Okay. A train 110 meter long, running at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. How long it will take to cross a man running in the opposite direction at a speed of 10 kilometers per hour? There has to be a word approximately. Here we are not getting the exact answer. Okay. So the length of the train is 110 meters, running with a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. A person is running in the opposite direction at a speed of 10 kilometers per hour. This is the situation. We need to find out the time taken. Okay. Right. This situation can be equated with the train is moving with, since those two people are moving in the opposite direction, train is moving with 60 plus 10, 70 kilometers per hour, and the person is standing on the platform. And person is made stationary. The train is moving with the speed of 70 kilometers per hour, and the length of the train is 110 meters. Now, we need to convert the kilometer per hour to meter per second, since the length of the train is in meters. So, 70 kilometer per hour equals 70 into, how to convert kilometer per hour to meter per second? Multiply by 5 by 18. Okay. So, that will be 350 by 18. Kilometer per hour to meter per second, multiply by 5 by 18. 70 kilometer per hour is 70 into 5 by 18. Now, time taken is distance by speed. Distance that has to be traveled for crossing the person will be 110 meter. 110 divided by 350 by 18. That will be equal to 110 into 18 by 350. 11 into 18, 198 by 35. 35 into 6 is 210. 35 into 5 is. So I'll be in between. Answer will be between 5 and 6. 35 into 5 is 175. 35 into 6 is 210. It will be more than 5.5. Between 5 and 6. Between 5 and 6 can be approximately 6 seconds. Okay, so the word approximately also has to be there. 198 by 25 will be, 198 by 35. If you use the calculator, or if you're solving that in the normal way, 198 by 35 will be 5.65. 5.65 seconds is the actual answer to the question. 5.65 or 5.66 seconds. 5.66 seconds is the actual answer, but there's no option like that. So we need to use the word approximately also there. I think that is the problem that happened while copying the question. Okay. May not be an issue with the actual question. AFCAT questions will be correct. Sum of money placed at common interest doubles itself in 4 hours. In how many years it will amount to 4 times? So if I am investing 100 rupee, that doubles in 4 years. 100 becomes 200 in 4 years. Keeping the same rate, Now the new principal amount is 200. In the next 4 years, it becomes, sorry, it doubles, right? 200 doubles. 200 doubles means it becomes 400. So at that particular rate of interest in compound interest, at that particular rate of compound interest, this is applicable only for compound interest, not for simple interest. So at that particular rate of compound interest, 100 rupee doubles in 4 years. Now doubles means 100 becomes 200 rupees. 200 rupee in the next 4 years will get doubles. It will be double of itself. So I'll be 200 into 2, 400. That means 100 becomes 400. 100 become 400. That means 100 becomes 4 times. The total time taken is 4 years plus 4 years, 8 years. So answer will be 8 years. We can solve that question like this. The shortest method. So x becomes 2x in 4 years. 2x becomes 4x in next 4 years. So x becomes 4x, 4 times in 4 plus 4, 8 years. Now if the question is in how many years it becomes 16 years, 4x becomes 8x in next 4 years. 8x becomes 16x in next 4 years. So x becomes 16x. X becomes 16x in 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, 16 years. So it becomes 16 times in 16 years. Clear? It becomes 16 times in 16 years. 32 times in 20 years. 64 times in 24 years. It goes on like that. So that is a shortcut that we can use. Or else doing that in the normal way, also we'll get the answer, which is not needed, I think. No need to spend time for doing that. A man bought 240 chocolates at 9 per dozen. Per dozen. Per dozen means 1 dozen is how much? 12 chocolates. 12 chocolates, 9 rupees. Rupees 9 per dozen. So cost price of 12 chocolates. Cost price of 12 chocolates equals 9 rupees. So what is the cost price of 1 chocolate? 9 by 12. That is equal to 0.75 rupees. And selling price of 1 chocolate. No need to think of all number of chocolates. Why? Because it is given the question that all the chocolates he bought were sold. Even though the number of chocolates sold is different, as long as he has the remaining chocolates with him, no need to consider the number of chocolates here. Selling price of 1 chocolate. It is given as 1 rupee. So 0.75 rupees, 75 pice. And 1 rupees, 100 pice. Cost price of 1 chocolate is 75 pice and selling price of 1 chocolate is 100 pice. So profit on 1 chocolate. 1 chocolate is selling price minus cost price, 25 pice. Now we need to get the loss or gain profit percentage. Here, obviously it is gain, right? Why? Because the selling price is more than the cost price. Cost price is 75 pice and selling price is 1 rupee, which is 100 pice. As the selling price is more than the cost price, definitely the deal is on gain. So no need to think of loss there. Now, gain percentage equals gain or profit divided by CP into 100. Okay, the gain is 25 paise. Cost price is 75 paise into 100. 25 and 75 cancels out. I will get 3 here. 100 by 3, that is 33 and 1 by 3 percentage. 33 and 1 by 3 percentage is the answer to the question. Clear? The question was, man bought 240 chocolates. The 240 is given just to confuse you. It's not needed. Chocolates are 9 per dozen. 1 dozen is 12 chocolates. Cost price of 12 chocolates is 9 rupees. Cost price of 1 is 75 paise. 9 by 12, 75 paise. Selling price of 1 is 1 rupee, 100 paise. Cost price is 75 paise. Selling price is 100 paise. Profit is 25 paise. Gain or profit is 25 paise. Profit percentage or the gain percentage will be 25 by 75 in 100. It's a question that can be answered in few seconds. Next one, shopkeeper sold 2 articles at 12,000 each. One sold at a loss of 25% and another one at a gain of 20%. What is the net total loss or gain. Okay. Cost price equals SP into 100 by 100 plus P. If we are given with selling price, where SP is the selling price, and P is the percentage profit. Then this is a formula to get cost price. Cost price equals SP into 100 by 100 plus P. And if loss is given, loss percentage is given, then cost price equals SP into 100 by 100 minus L, where L is the percentage loss. L is the percentage loss. So if selling price and percentage loss is given, for getting cost price, we can use the formula. So these are the two formula that we need to remember. Now, shopkeeper sold two articles, cost price, selling price. We have two articles. We have two articles. Article 1 and Article 2. It is given like two articles are sold at 12,000 each. So selling price of each is 12,000. Selling price is given for each article. And the first one is sold at what? First one is sold at loss of 25%. First one is sold at 25% loss. That means L equals 25%. Second one at gain of 25%. That is on profit. P equals 20%. Okay. What is the net total loss or gain? Loss or gain. In a particular case, it can either be a loss or a gain. Loss and gain. What is the net total loss or gain? Percentage. Since all options are in percentage, the question should be corrected like that. Net total loss or gain percentage. Okay. Now we know the selling price of each article, 12,000 each. So the total selling price will be 12,000 plus 12,000. That is equal to 24,000. Now we need to find out the total cost price. Cost price of the first one will be SP 12,000 into 100 by 100 minus L. 100 minus 25, 75. 175 cancels. I'll get 4 here, 3 here, 3 and 12,000 goes off. I'll get 4,000 here. 4,000 into 4. 16,000 was the cost price of first one. I utilize the formula SP into 100 by 100 minus L. SP is 12,000. L is 25% loss. Now for the other one, I am using the other one is profit. So I'll use the formula cost price equals SP into 100 by 100 plus P. Here the P is 20%. So SP again is 12,000 into 100 by 100 plus 20, 120. 120 and 12,000 goes off. I'll get 100 here. 100 into 100. 10,000 is the cost price of the first one. Second one. So the total cost price is 16,000 plus 10,000. 26,000. Total cost price is 26,000 and total selling price is only 24,000. That means there's a loss of 2,000. Loss of 2,000. So we need to calculate the percentage loss. Percentage loss is loss by cost price into 100, which is 2,000 by 26,000 into 100. 3 zeros goes off. 200 by 26. 200 by 26. 200 by 25 is 8. So 200 by 26 will be slightly less than 8. Slightly less than 8. What is the answer which is slightly less than 8? 200 by 26. Or else do that calculation. 200 by 26. So answer is 7.6%. Answer is 7.6%. Next one. Actually, that question is wrong. That is not the answer. None of them is the answer. Okay, one student got 77 out of 100, 96 out of 150, and 103 out of 350 in various subjects. So his total score, maximum marks are 100 for the first subject, 150 for the second subject, and 350 for the third subject. Total maximum mark is 350 plus 150, 500 plus 100, 600 marks. And his scores are in the first subject, subject 1, subject 2, and subject 3. His scores are 77, 96, and 103. 106, 103 plus 77, 180 plus 96, 276 mark is his total score. So his average percentage score will be, on an average, what is the percentage score? He scores 276 out of 600. That is equal to into 100. 276 by 6. That is equal to 46%. That is answer. 46%. I don't know. They have divided that again by 3. But this is the average percentage. For the first one, he got 77%. First one, he got 77%. Second one, he got approximately 64%. Third one, he got 350 into 3, approximately 30%. Third one, he got approximately 30%. On an average, he gets 46%. Okay, it can never be any of these answers. Actually, what they have done is 46 by 3 chedu, that is 15.33 ana avaru cheyidekkunna, which is not correct. Okay, since the student is getting every subject, he is getting more than 30%. For the first subject, he is getting 77%. For the second one, he gets 64%. 96 out of 150 is 64%. 103 out of 350 is approximately 30%. Okay. So on an average, he gets 46%. That is the right answer. Okay. There they might have done some mistakes. Might be, I think it might be while copying the question. Okay. Next one. In an election between two candidates, B got 55% votes of the total valid votes, 55% of the total valid votes. 25% of the votes were declared invalid. Out of the total votes polled, 25% were invalid. So what is the total votes polled? If total population of the villager 6,000, total polled votes equals 6,000, out of which 25% is invalid. So invalid votes equals 25% of 6,000. That is 1/4 of 6,000, which is 1,500. So the number of valid votes 6,000 minus 1,500. That is equal to 4,500. Keep that in your mind. Out of the total votes polled, 25% votes invalid. So only the remaining 4,000 are valid votes. Now, Bikku got 55% of valid votes. Out of the total valid votes, Bikku got 55%. So the other person is Matre, right? Matre might have got 45% of valid votes. Bikku got 55% of valid votes. So Matre might have got 45% of valid votes. And we know the total number of valid votes is 4,500. So we need to get 45 by 100 into 4,500. It is 45 square. So 2025. If a number is ending with 5, for getting the square of the number, what we need to do is consider the number other than 5. Here it is 3. Multiply 3 with the next higher integer 4. 3 into 4, 12. Then write 5 square 25. 35 square is 1225. 75 square will be the number other than 5 is 7. 7 into the next integer 8. 56. Then write 25. Okay. So 95 square will be 9 into the next number 10. 9 into 10, 90. Then write 5 square, 25. 105 square will be 10 into 11, 110, 25. That is a way to find the squares of numbers ends with 5. Next number. 30% of a number is subtracted from 91, gives the same number. That means 91 minus 30% of x equals x. X means 100% of x. Okay. So 91 equals 30% of x. I am taking the left hand side. 100% of x plus 30% of x. That is 130% of x. That is equal to 130 by 100 into x. So 130 by 100 into x equals 91. Equals 91. So x equals 91 into 100 by 130. 10 goes off. 13 into 7 is 91. 7 into 10, 70. 70 is the answer. 30% of a number is subtracted from 91, gives the same number. 91 minus, let the number is x. Let number is x. 91 minus 30. 30% of a number is subtracted from 91. 91 minus 30% of x gives the same number. Same number means 100% of the number. 100% of x will be 100 by 100 into x. That is x itself. So any number can be taken as 100% of the number. So x, instead of x, I can go for 100% of x. 91 minus 30% of x will be 100% of x. So 91 equals 130% of, on taking the 30 to the right hand side, 100 plus 30. 130% of x is 91. From this, I'll be getting x, which is 70. Next question also is almost the same. 50% number is added to 84, use the same number. So 84 plus, let the number is x. 50% of x equals 100% of x. That gives you 84 equals 50% of x, right? 100% of x minus 50% of x. That is half of x. So half of x is 84. That gives you x equals 84 into 2, 168. 50% of a number will be half the number. That is 84. So x will be 168. Option D. Option D. Next one. If 381A is divisible by 9. For a number to be divisible by 9, for a number to be divisible by 9, sum of digits of the number must be divisible by 9. For a number to be divisible by 9, sum of digits of the number should be divisible by 9. So the number is 381A. The digits are A, 1, 8 and 3. So sum of digits is 3 plus 8, 11 plus 1, 12 plus 8. 12 plus A should be divisible by 9. So A, using the options, or 12 plus A should be divisible by 9. The next multiple of 9 greater than 12 is 18. So 12 plus A should be 18. A must be 6, or you can use options. 12 plus 6 is 18. So the natural number A must be, the least natural number A should be 6. Or else 6 plus 9, 15 also is possible, right? If A is 15, A is a natural number. If A is 15, then 12 plus 15 is 27. Then that case also. Among them, the lowest is 6. Next higher is 27. 27 plus 9, 36 is the next one. Sorry, next higher is 15. 15 plus 9, 24 is the next one. It goes on like that. I can list down a number of natural numbers for A. Among them, the lowest is 6. Next question. Shopkeeper sells a TV for 3,000 and makes a profit of 15%. He sells a different TV at a loss of 10%. Overall, he neither gains nor losses. That means the gain on first TV is exactly equal to loss on second TV. That is the meaning of on the whole transaction. Overall, he neither gains nor loses. That means the gain on the first TV should be equal to the loss on the second TV. The gain on the first TV should be equal to the loss on the second TV. What is the cost price of second TV? That is the question. Here this question, 15% profit is there and 3,000 is there. That number is not perfectly divisible. Let the cost price of first TV is X. Then selling price will be X plus 15% of X. X plus 15% of X. That is equal to X plus 15 by 100 into X or X plus 0.15X. 1.15X. Selling price is 1.15X. That is equal to 3,000. So X equals 3,000 by 1.15. That calculation may create some problem for you. 3,000 by 1.15. That will be 3,000 by 1.15. 2608.69. 2608.695. 709. Okay. So what is the profit? It's a cost price. Cost price is 2608.70. So how much is the profit on first TV? For the first TV, cost price is 2608.70. Cost price is 2608.70. Cost price is 2608.70 and selling price is 3,000. So profit is selling price minus cost price. 3913, 391.3 rupees. 391.3 rupees. And it is given that the loss on the second TV is equal to profit on first TV. Profit on first TV is 391.3. So loss on second TV is 391.3. Loss on the second TV is 391.3. And it is given that that is 10% of cost price of second. So 10% of cost price of second. 10 by 100 into cost price of second equals 391.3. That gives you cost price of second equals TV equals 3913 rupees. 3913 rupees. This is a question that we need to eliminate. We should not think of answer this question. Why? Because the numbers are not good. If the selling price of the first TV is given us 323,250, then we can easily go for that. Why? Because 115 into 2320. 2,320. Okay, something like that. Then it should be perfectly divisible by 1.15 and we'll get an answer. Better than doing like this. So please leave this question. Here the answer is 3913. 3913, not 3833. Answer is 3913. 3913 is the answer to the question. Next one, they are reasoning questions. Find the odd one. Cow, hen, lioness, horse. At the first sight, you may get confused. All are names of some animals or birds, right? Okay. And there is every chance that you may go with hen. Right? Because all others are animals, but hen also is an animal. Animal means any living thing that can move voluntarily. Okay, anything that can move voluntarily can be taken as an animal. So insects are animals, birds are animals, snakes are animals, And normally human beings are animals. Anything other than trees are called animals. So all these are parts of animals. So hen cannot be the answer there. Hen cannot be the answer there. Now, again considering this, cow is female, hen is female, lion is female, whereas horse need not be a female. So that is the odd one. Then Chennai, Hyderabad, Mohali and Kolkata. Chennai, Hyderabad, Mohali and Kolkata. So here Chennai is the capital city, Hyderabad is capital, Kolkata is the capital of a state, whereas Mohali is not. Next one, red, yellow, blue, green. R, G, B are primary colors. Yellow is not a primary color, so it is the answer there. Yellow is not a primary color. Australia, Asia, Africa, USA. Australia is a continent, Asia is a continent, Africa is a continent, whereas USA is not a continent. USA is not a continent. So that is the answer. Assam, Mizoram, West Bengal, and Nagaland. Among the four, Assam is a northeastern state. Northeastern state. It's a northeastern state. West Bengal is northeastern. Nagaland is northeastern, whereas Mizoram is not. So that is the option there. That is the option there. Clear? Next question. Next one. Select the related words or number from the given alternatives. Coconut is related to shell, which is analogous to. Analogous to must have two symbols there. Okay. So coconut is related to shell, which is analogous to. Analogous to, the symbol of analogous to is this thing. That means in the same way. The meaning of that symbol is in the same way or equals. So coconut is related to shell. Shell covers the coconut, and coconut is covered by its shell. So a letter is covered by its envelope. Bismillah Khan is a clarinetist and Birju Mahadev is a Kathak dancer. 678 is related to you. Then 456. 678 means 6 plus 7, 13 plus 8, 21. 21. And if you consider the letters in the English alphabet, A, B, C up to U, V, W, if it goes on like that, A is 1, B is 2, U is 21, O is 15, V 22, W is 23, it goes on like that, Z is 26. If you name the letters with their corresponding place values, A1, B2, O 15, U 21, and Z 26, 678. Just add the digits 6 plus 7 plus 8. 6 plus 7, 13 plus 8, 21. That is a place value of U. So U is given there. 678 is related to U. 4 plus 5, 9 plus 6, 15. 15, the letter is O. So the answer will be O. Okay. Next question. Call is related to ACLL. So what we can do is we can divide the word into two equal parts. CA is written like AC. So we have reversed the letters there. I don't know whether L and L have been reversed or not. They can be there in the same order or they can be there in the reverse order. So I'll divide the COL into two equal parts. CO has to be written in the reverse order. So OC, if OL is in the same order, it can be OC-OL or OC-LO. And among the options, OC-OL is not there, OC-LO is there. That means each part is reversed. Okay. Punjab is related to Chandigarh. Chandigarh is the capital city of Punjab. Assam is related to its capital, Dispur. Choose the figure which is different from the rest. Choose the figure which is different from the rest. Okay. So this also might confuse you. This also might confuse you. Like, so we have, this is a five-sided figure, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five-sided figure, and there are 5 birds on the top. Three-sided figure, 3 birds there. Four-sided figure, 4 birds here. Six-sided figure, hexagon, and 6 birds there. Then where is the difference? That's the problem. Now, if you look at the second, third, and fourth, the beds are located at the midpoint of a side. Beds are starting from the midpoint of a side. Here also at the from the midpoint of a side. Here also from the midpoint of a side, not from a corner. Whereas in the first case, all the beds are from the corner obtained by joining two sides. The last three, the beds are originated from the midpoints, whereas in the first case it is from the corner. So the first one should be the odd one. Choose the figure which is different from the rest. It is a very simple question. Anybody can answer that. 3 of the 4 are parallel lines, and one case it is not parallel. Obviously, no need to say anything. It is such a simple question. Answer option C. Next one. Choose the figure. Choose the figure that is different from the rest. Choose the figure that is different from the rest. It is very difficult to identify this thing, but we'll make a try. Okay. Which is different from the rest means in a particular way, something like that will be given. I can get, we may get the answer in many ways. Like, so for the option C, there is a dot inside the, or dot in inside portion that is not there for the other one. So that could be the answer. That can be the answer. I think that is the printing mistake. Maybe that dot is not there. Maybe that dot is not there. We just think of not having the dot there. Okay. Then there can be a possibility. So think that the dot is not there. Okay. Then this plus and arrow is given alongside the shaded region. Dark shaded region, the plus and arrow is given. Here also plus and arrow is given near the dark shaded region. Here also plus and arrow is given near the dark shaded region. Whereas in this case, the plus and arrow is given in the, not in the shaded region. Okay, so that is the answer to that question. 89 is a very simple question. So what we need to do is, if a particular question is tough, leave it and think of doing the remaining easy questions. 89 is a simple question. Choose the figure which is different from the rest. Choose the figure which is different from, obviously, each person will get the answer option B. Next question is there in the next page. Next question is there in the next page. Choose the figure which is different from the rest. Okay. Here, for the option B, C, and D, the shading happens in the bottom right portion. For figures B, C, and D, the shading happens in the bottom right portion, whereas in the figure A, it happens in the top right portion. So that is the answer. Option A will be the answer. Okay. And that finishes this session. We have went through almost 90 questions, and that finishes this session. Thanks a lot for joining, and we will continue such classes in the future too. Okay, thanks a lot.